your problems taken care of before they become a problem for you. TCB. Taking care of business. Taking care of your business.
Hello, this is Andre with TCB, and today we're looking at how to map drives through group policy. So in order to do this, we have to have a couple of things already set up. So one of the first things we need set up is to have a folder that is shared. And to give you an idea of what we need to do here, we create a folder, and you see here we have this object here that we created that we're currently sharing here. So this folder is shared with that group on this domain controller. So we're going to go into Active Directory users and computers, and you see this is our current domain. Now, one thing a lot of people get wrong when they're creating group policy objects, in order to create a group policy for users, you have to create what's called an organizational unit. And if you attempt to create group policy for any of these users or anything else that's built in, it simply won't work. So here we have a security group that you saw earlier we are using to share those folders with. And here's our user. And if we look at this user, we can see that it is currently a member of that group. So this is obviously just to set up permissions for that user or users to have access to read write whatever map drive we're planning on setting up. But to just make sure that you have an organizational unit set up for, we just go into new, we'll just click on organizational unit, and we'll just name it whatever we want. Click OK. You'll see it'll just appear here, and then we can just keep making more, and you'll keep making more. So I have, in this instance, computers and users. Really don't need computers for this one. All you really do need is users and those objects we have here. Now, if you look here, I currently have this share on the system. And all we do is we click New, and we click Shared Folder, and then we have that object already in here. So when I go to create our group policy, you'll see it'll come up. We have this domain, and we have these users here. So I went earlier and created a group policy object, and I'm going to delete this right now, just so you can see how we go ahead and did this. So what we'll do is we'll right click on the domain, and let's see, we'll create a new GPO and link it here, name it click OK. And if you notice, we got a link here and we have this here. So what we want to do is to add that to the users. You'll see it'll create a link for that there. And then we'll come into here and we'll click Edit. Now, once we're in this object here, we can go into Policies. I'm sorry, it's not Policies. It should be Preferences, Map Drives, and all we do in here is we will right-click, New, Map Drive. At this point, we have our configuration settings here for the user. We're going to click Create, Location. Now, if you set everything up correctly, we should already have this share here. So that's already set. We'll click on Reconnect so that it will reconnect when the user logs in. Name it whatever you need to name it. You can give it a drive letter and assign it. And you want to show that drive. We'll click Apply. Don't believe we need any configuration here, and we'll click OK. Now I'm going to bring up a user session, and you can see right now we have no map drive. I'm going to go ahead and update the policy on this machine, and you'll see the drive will come up here. Thank you.